Hi, Assalamualaikum, and good morning to my respected lecturers. My name is Muhammad Nur Hazarul Kaim bin Oswan from the Bachelor of Sports Management program. Today, I will present research proposal entitled Instructor Leadership Styles and Safety Compliance Among Recreations Student at UITM Inshallah. Okay, now we move to next slide for my agenda. So my presentation is divided into three chapters. Chapter 1 cover the background, problem statement, research objective, significance, limitation, and assumptions. For chapter 2, focus on the literary review, research gap, and conceptual framework. Okay, and finally is chapter 3, explain the research methodology, including the research design, sampling, instrumentation, data collection procedures, and data analysis. Okay, we moving to background of study. Outdoor practical activities such as hiking, camping, and abseiling are becoming increasingly popular among recreation students, as we know. Although modern safety equipment is available, accidents still occur. Previous studies have shown that accidents are often caused not only by equipment failure but also by human behavior, particularly failure to comply with safety procedures. Therefore, instructor leadership is believed to play an important role in influencing students' safety behavior during outdoor practical activities. And here, this is my problem statement. The problem addressed in this study is that some students continue to ignore or bypass safety procedures despite having access to proper safety equipment. This behavior may increase the risk of accidents during outdoor activities practical. Furthermore, there is a limited research examining whether transformational and transactional leadership style influencing students' safety compliance, particularly among recreation students at UITM Shah Alam. Therefore, this study aims to fill this research gap. Okay, now we move to research objective, questions, and hypothesis. This study has three research objectives. The first objective is to identify the instructor, leadership styles perceived by recreation student. And the second one objective is to determine the level of safety compliance among recreation student. The third objective is to examine the relationship between instructor leadership style and safety compliance. Based on this objective, three research questions and one hypothesis were developed to determine whether a significant relationship exists between the variables. Okay, now we're moving to significance of study. This study contributes to several groups. Academically, it provides additional evidence on leadership and safety compliance in the Malaysian higher education context. For the outdoor recreation industry, the findings may help improve leadership practices and safety training, and the study also contributes to society by promoting a stronger safety culture and may assist government agencies in improving safety-related policies and guidelines. Now we add limitations and delimitations. This study has several limitations. First, the data are collected using self-administered questionnaires, so the responses depend on the harness of the respondent. Second, the study uses a cross-sectional design, meaning the data are collected at only one point in time. Third, the study is limited to recreation students at UITM Shah Alam only. The scope of this study is also limited to land-based outdoor activity and focuses only on transformational and transactional leadership styles. For assumptions, this study assumes that all respondents will answer the questionnaire honestly and accurately. It is also assumes that instructors are qualified and follow the safety procedures established by the Faculty of Sports Science and Recreation. In addition, respondents are expected to all understand questionnaire items correctly. Now we're moving to operational definitions. In this study, instructor leadership styles refer to transformational and transitional leadership behaviors measured using the MLQ 5X instrument. Safety compliance refers to students' adherence to safety rules, procedures, and standard operating procedures during outdoor practical activities. Recreation students refer to full-time students from the Faculty of Sports Science and Recreation at UiTM Shah Alam. So, my lecturer review map. Based on previous studies, outdoor activities are considered high-risk environments that require strong leadership to promote safe behavior. Transformational leadership encourages students to internalize safety values, while transactional leadership focuses on enforcing safety rules through supervisions and monitoring. Both leadership styles are expected to improve safety compliance among students at UiTM Shah Alam. Actually, for student recreations. Okay, this is my research cap. As you can see, although previous studies have examined leadership and safety compliance in industrial and high-risk occupations, limited research has focused on higher education, particularly among recreation students in Malaysia. Therefore, this study addresses this gap by investigating the relationship between instructor leadership styles and safety compliance among recreation students at UiTM Shah Alam. Okay, now my conceptual framework I will introduce to you. This study is based on the full range leadership theory developed by Bass and Ovelio. The independent variable is instructor leadership styles, which consists of transformational and transactional leadership. The dependent variable is safety compliance. This study aims to examine the relationship between these variables. Okay, my research design, this study employs a quantitative approach using a cross-sectional correlational research design. A quantitative approach allows numerical data to be collected and analyzed objectively. The cross-sectional design collects data at one point in time, while the correlational design examines the relationship between instructor leadership style and safety compliance without manipulating any variables. Population and sampling. The target population consists of recreation students from the Faculty of Sports Science and Recreation at UiTM Shah Alam, including students from the SR11, SR113 Diploma, and SR241 programs from Bachelor of Sports Management. A total of 150 respondents will be selected using stratified random sampling to ensure that each academic program is fairly represented. Now we're moving to the important part is implementation and pilot study. The research instrument is a structured questionnaire consisting of 3 sections. Sections A collect demographic information. For section B, measure instructor leadership styles using the MLQ 5X developed by Bass and Ovelio. And then for section C, measure student safety compliance based on Neal and Griffin instrument. Before the actual data collection, a pilot study involving 30 students will be conducted to assess the reliability of the questionnaire using Cronbach Alpha. And this is my Gantt chart. I plan from the first week until to submit the FYP from chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. Also continue for the next sem, chapter 4 and 5. For data collection procedures, the data collections process begins by obtaining approval from the Faculty of Sports Science and Recreation. A pilot study is then conducted to evaluate the clarity and reliability of the questionnaire. After any necessary revisions, the final questionnaire will be distributed to the selected respondents through Google Forms or printed questionnaire, but I choose from Google Forms. The completed questionnaires will be screened for completeness before being entered into SPSS for statistical analysis. Now, data analysis plan. To achieve the first and second research objective, descriptive statistics, specifically the mean and standard deviation, will be used to identify instructor leadership styles and determine the level of safety compliance. For the third research objective, Pearson product moment correlation will be used to examine the relationship between instructor leadership styles and safety compliance. Okay, this is my references. Finally, the study is supported to previous research on leadership safety compliance and outdoor education conducted by established scholars. These references provide the theoretical and empirical foundation for the present study. Thank you.